Yo, what's good, guys? Welcome to the first full game VOD review on this channel, okay? So I'm going to be working up the ranks. So we're not going to do an iron one, but we're going to start at bronze, okay? So we're going to be watching Meg in a bronze rank game. And I'm just going to be watching her plays, what she can do better, what she's doing well. And hopefully it gives you guys who are at this rank an insight into what you could be doing wrong and what things you could do to be a better player to go up the ranks in Valorant. Hope you guys enjoy. So she is playing Raze in this game, and it's on Icebox. A very good agent for Icebox, actually. Raze is one of those agents that creates space. They're going to be starting off by going A. The first thing I notice when Meg pushes A site, there's a Sova arrow that's come in. Now, she needs to be aware that this arrow can tag her. And maybe what I do usually is I will count how many times it pulses out. The arrow does 3 pulses, okay? She does realize that she gets tagged by it, and she tells her team, okay, they know we're here. This is a good bit of communication that she's telling her team, because if all her team are shift walking and she's been tagged, it completely kills the momentum of the team. Why would you shift walk when you've been tagged by the dart and they know you're there? The whole point of shift walking is to be quiet. She does a nice nade, actually, to begin with, that lands on the back right box. So I don't know if she's learnt this lineup, but the grenade will land just above the box, meaning if anyone is behind that box, it will force them out. At the same time, people are already pushing the site. This just means that that's one less corner that they have to check. Her crosshair placement is very good. She uses her boombot back sights. So anyone back sight, it will alert them or they have to shoot it. So it's a good boombot. The only thing I will say is when she pulls the boombot out, she needs to be aware of her left side, like the gap from where screens is, because she could get shot when she has the boombot in her hand. So if she gets shot from her left, it's unlucky timing. She was going to go and check right side, which you should always check your corners. But she did get shot from her left. It's unlucky. There's nothing too much she could have done differently there. The only thing I would say is she was still shift walking when she was entering site. So they've made, the rounds already started. There's been so much contact already. Grenades have been thrown. The boombot's gone out. There's no need to shift walk anymore. Right, so the second round is starting. Obviously, they lost the pistol round, so there's not going to be much of a buy coming in. And it's heading towards B. Grenade comes out. It's kind of unfortunate, I guess.
What the fuck?
The boombot, I don't think she has lined that one up at all, and it has come back towards the team. So, I mean, that's kind of just a waste of 200. The grenade is very good. Obviously, the free ability, using that grenade to land behind yellow is very good because it will push someone out left or right side. So it looks like they're going to be playing their buy round towards the A site. The arrow comes out again. This time, she has looked for it, but it's a bad arrow, so she doesn't need to shoot it or be cautious of it. We have the same grenade coming out. I don't mind the same grenade coming out, but I mean, if it's constantly used the exact same and it becomes habitual, maybe that's bad because the enemies will end up knowing that the grenade comes and they won't sit there. So maybe a couple of times, 3 times, and then don't do it again for, wait some rounds. Meg does go back to check the flank. Yes, she's playing an entry, but they also have a Reyna and a Jet on the tick and does pick up the kill, which is a very clean kill. She then goes back to site and helps her teammates, which is a very good play. So the bomb has been dropped by the teammate. They did die. So it's a 2 versus 3 situation. She waits for the arrow to stop before she then progresses on towards the site, which is good. Checking her left corner. She didn't check the right corner well enough. I think personally, checking corners is very important. Gets a nice kill on the Killjoy. So Meg gets a nice kill on the Killjoy, but then doesn't change position. So what I would do here is get the kill on the Killjoy like you did. You still have some seconds on the clock to work with, so go back around the main box just before you get to site. And actually go towards the bomb. Round 4 coming in, they have boards again. Meg's in B hut with the bomb. She's pulled out her grenade when she faces the angle that a lot of people do sit between. She should have definitely checked that before pulling out her grenade. I think she needs to just work on her ability usage a bit better, so not pulling out abilities where she could be vulnerable. The boom bot this time does go in that exact direction. Maybe in the future she can do the boom bot first and then peek as the boom bot gets there. The boom bot is used for information. So if that boom bot goes off, then she can peek. If it doesn't go off, she knows that area where she's put her boom bot is clear. A nice peek onto the Sage. So the Jet took first contact, but then Meg then picked up the second contact and got the kill. I'm not too sure if Meg realizes she has the bomb here, so I think what she could do is go towards site a bit more and not play towards the back of yellow. A common thing there I just want to point out as well, the Jet has her knives out and the Sova arrow comes in. I think in that situation, Meg should be the one prioritizing shooting the arrow. It's these quick thinking and these quick decision makings that people at the lower ranks need to try and improve on, which will make their game a lot smoother and a lot easier to play. Also, the last 3 enemies have appeared on the minimap, so I'm not too sure if Meg has noticed this. Again, HUD awareness is very, very important. It's unfortunate the way, where she peaked, she was shot from 2 different angles and was probably open to about 4 different angles. So maybe she could have just isolated one angle and checked that first.
I think so.
That Brimstone, that was very unfortunate that the Molotov goes through the wall. Nothing he could have done about that. Very funny though. Round 5, 4-0 down. The morale is still fairly high, which is always good. Keeping high morale is very important in games. Meg has the bomb once again, and they're going to go for an A hit. The exact same grenade comes in. Again, try and not do that exact same grenade. Killjoy ult comes out. I don't think, obviously, they're going to regress and try and break it. They're just going to fall back, which is absolutely fine.
Yeah, they'll expect us to rotate.
It's good communication from Meg, actually. She makes the calls. Even though the team are aware, she still makes the calls. It's nice to have somebody in your team, especially, again, at these low ranks. So, at the moment, it's bronze. It's nice to have someone being that voice, like letting you know where the enemies are and what's happening. She pops the ult. Nothing fancy. There's no satchels. She just pops the ult, waits for it to click, and she gets the kill on the Sage. It's a fine kill, especially taking out their healer. Meg gets tagged by the dart while shift walking, but continues to shift walk. If you get tagged, they know where you are, so there's no reason to shift walk. In that situation, yes, she gets a kill, and it's absolutely fine. She could have swung that. She goes to plant the bomb, and no one covered her. In her defense, there's nothing else she could have done there, apart from fake plant, but when you've got 2 people alive, and they're both sitting back, you expect someone to cover you. So a half buy comes in from the team. She's picked up a Sheriff and Light Armor, which is absolutely fine. Again, she's got the bomb. Again, she probably doesn't need to hold the flank at the moment whilst they're regressing onto B site. But she has dropped the bomb before she holds the flank. Because she knows if she dies on flank with the bomb, her teammates are going to have to come back and get the bomb. Communication's good. There's hit 55. She's flanking. Her Sage and Brimstone know exactly where she is now. All by round comes in. Round 7. Notices the arrow. 3 pulses. And then she's pushed. Very good. Meg turns around, gets the Killjoy. Very nice shot onto her with a nice headshot. The way Meg plays, she's playing like a support type duelist. So she's actually holding the flanks, which when you have 3 duelists is absolutely fine in my eyes. Bomb is being planted. She knows it's walled to the right. So she's holding to the left. Absolutely fine. A nice kill onto the Jet. Does she realise the arrow has come in? So you see the little yellow indicator. Does she realise the arrow has come in? Can she hear it come over? And should she shoot it? These are things that should be going through your head while you're playing. Round 8. Looks like a full buy again because they did win that round. The Brimstone came in clutch. One small thing to notice actually about these games. You never really get map pressure in these lower ranks, and one thing I can tell people is to really show presence on the map. So you can see that there's 3 people towards B and 2 people towards mid. You need somebody on A to either shoot the arrow or show presence, because that way if they're playing 2 people on A and the arrow doesn't get anybody and they hear nothing, they're going to send 1 person from A to middle or B, which just makes it more difficult for the attackers going into that round. She's holding middle under 2, which is absolutely fine. She slow peeks into middle and gets her head ripped off. Looking at utility right now, she has her ultimate. Sheriff, light armor. She gets tagged again by the arrow. So, a bit similar to how Meg uses her grenade on A site every round she goes there. Their Sova is using an arrow every single round on A. In Meg's mind, she should be thinking, where's this arrow going to come from? And I need to shoot it. The ult comes out. I'm not too sure about the ult here. Unfortunately, doesn't get the kill. Probably tags up the Sova because it is close. The Raze then ults and kills Jet. Unfortunate. It's unfortunate that the Raze then ults Meg. But Meg has gone alone in a situation where it's 3v5. She probably needs to stay with her teammates who have actually gone up mid. Map awareness is very important. Okay, the boombot checks the right corner but doesn't check the left corner. I think Meg needs to be a bit more careful on her utility usage. It's very important that she doesn't waste this grenade and Roomba unless she's sure where the Roomba's going to go and unless she's sure there's someone behind these corners where the grenade goes. Nice kill onto the Sage. Has her back open to A rafters, meaning she can be shot. It's unfortunate she was tagged by Sage for 120, so she was very low. I suppose people enjoy hearing these prehistoric dinosaurs scream. They're in a difficult situation right now, 9-1 down. I know it's preference, but I don't always think that Sheriff and light armor is always the right move, especially with Sheriff being a very hard weapon to actually get the headshots, and you know, you've got to be very accurate. The Roomba comes out. It's a nice Roomba. It does check Snowman, so if anybody is Snowman, it will check and it will alert. Just a nice round. Meg didn't really do anything that round, but good round from the team. So the Reyna has just been killed by a serve with an operator. That should mean that Meg should be more aware of how she plays these corners because they have an operator. Now she's actually flanking. So she's not only held the flank, but she's gone behind the enemy to try and flank them. It's a 3 versus 1 situation. She gets a nice kill onto the Sage. Very unfortunate that she couldn't get the 3rd kill there. I find that quite ironic how she stands in the corner that she always grenades. Does that mean that she's not thinking about where her grenade goes or where a grenade could potentially land? She then uses her Roomba and her grenade, both pieces of utility on the pistol round used already, unnecessarily. She's doing a good job holding her ground. She's actually picked off their Sage, so their healer, and then gets healed herself. So it's a 5 versus 4 situation, then the Jet peaks. Gets another nice kill though. Her crosshair placement's really, really good.
One enemy remaining.
Fuck. Oh.
That's a nice 4K. Headshots, crisp, clean, quace. That is the exact same corner though. Again, that's one thing you really shouldn't do on defense is play the same corner every round. This is the 2nd time we see her playing here out of 2 rounds.
Planting.
We just play retake.
Yeah.
Spike planted.
Meg is giving good information. She said mid, she said planting.
Cross.
A lot of people don't do that. Choosing to go up the tube is a bit better than choosing to go under the tube because the majority of players are going to be holding under tube. Picks up a weapon as well. Notices there's dead bodies there. Picks up a weapon. Again, I can't stress this enough. The grenade has gone nowhere.
Sorry, I'm just getting out
The boom bot has gone nowhere apart from a straight line. It's wasted money and wasted utility. Very unfortunate on the defuse there. A positive thing Meg did was actually jump on the bomb and begin to defuse it whilst the Killjoy Molotov was still going. Otherwise, she wouldn't have had time to actually hold that bomb fully if she wasn't peaked. Meg playing the exact same position. She's been tagged by the recon dart once again. Maybe in the future she can play a different position, but hold her crosshair up at the wall. If their Sova isn't changing where his dart lands, it should be an easy kill on the dart every single round. All you have to do is just pre-aim up on the wall. A lot of people, even at my rank, will do that. They'll sit in a corner and they'll just hold up.
One enemy remaining.
Nice kill onto the Sage. Nice control of the gunfire. Not spraying, not tapping, just little burst fire.
70.
The call has come out that Killjoy is minus 70 HP, so it's going to be interesting to see how Meg holds this. So the Jet has behind the wall and Meg has up top of pipes. Very good. Notices the wall's going to break, so steps back in case the killjoy does check close right. Picks up the kill, making it 11-4. Boombot's good. It goes up tube. Grenade wasn't bad. Again, the utility isn't too bad in this round.
Whee!
The ult probably isn't needed, especially in the situation they were in.
I suck.
Oh, wasted me ult.
Raze is jealous.
I didn't realise they got the spikes.
11-5. They are bringing this back. Meg is not playing in the same position.
So
This is
started
good. Holding a nice angle, actually. Holding belt. Very nice. That grenade isn't bad. I suppose it gets people that are going to be coming up pipes.
My
If she
foot
heard
is
them come
stunning.
up pipes, absolutely fine. The grenade is good. It's unfortunate she doesn't make the kill onto the Raze. Probably could have aimed a little bit higher. Plays in the right position. It's not in the corner this time, which is alright, and gets smoked off. So what's she going to do when she gets smoked off? One of my pet hates. With a Vandal shooting through a smoke, okay? It's so easy to track and so easy to kill you through a smoke if you're standing still and firing that weapon. I can't stress that enough. Do not stand behind a smoke with a Vandal and shoot and don't move. She knows the spike is dropped middle, which is good. She rotates. Nice crosshair placement. Picked up the kill on the Sova in the tube with a headshot. Different position on A. Good. Holding the same angle she has done beforehand though, but not wasted any utility, so it's not too bad. Notices their mid player has rotated to B, so Meg then takes mid control, which is very good. Map control is very important. Map control is very, very, very important in this game. So the way she's rotated to hold mid is good. Goes over towards B because there's a lot of people. Again, I would say, I think it's just gunplay that's going to be difficult to comment on at the moment. Obviously, people at this rank are still learning, still trying to develop. It was unfortunate that Meg only got 114 damage off onto the Sage. I reckon she could actually get more kills if she sprays a little bit longer, but not past 6 or 7 bullets where the spray pattern then goes RNG. Same, Roomba comes out. Roomba doesn't really do too much. A lovely kill and lovely crosshair placement onto the Jet. Cannot fault that at all. That was a really nice crosshair placement. Peeking into a Sage slow isn't too bad. I mean, sometimes Sages will slow it and then hold the slow for a second. Meg has walked into that slow, so it's quite risky, but it could pay off if the Sage isn't paying attention. A lot of people think, oh, it's slow, no one's going to push. And I do that quite a lot. I'll walk into a slow because the Sage might be thinking, oh, no one's going to push my slow. Again, her crosshair placement is really, really good. Pings nest. That's good. Notices there's someone up there, so she pings it.
So there was nest, may have dropped down.
In-game pings are very important, guys, if you don't want to talk or just can't talk. If you're focused, you want to ping. Pushes through A because the bomb's planted on B. Absolutely fine. She wants to get the flank. Maybe.
Oh.
I'm not too sure why she was running and not shifting.
You should run.
So it's all good in the motherfucking
That's still coming
hood.
for me.
Overall, I think Meg had a good game. Her positives were definitely crosshair placement, map control when she rotates, so she always goes one step at a time. So if she's playing A, she'll rotate to middle when her mid player has rotated to B. So in that sense, it's very, very good. Another positive actually would be the communication. She communicates to her team how much damage she does, where she sees people, and she also pings in game. Very important. The negative would be using utility badly. Playing in the same position on defense is very bad as well. She got tagged by the same arrow 3 or 4 times. Apart from that, Meg is a very, very good player for bronze. It won't surprise me if she does go up the ranks to silver and potentially gold the more she plays. Thank you guys for watching this bronze VOD review. Thank you, Meg, for letting me use her footage. Meg's link will be in the description below, so if you want to watch her play Valorant, she does Valorant on some days. She is a variety streamer, but Valorant is one of her main games. Drop her a follow, and again, if you guys enjoyed this, make sure you leave a comment below, like the video, let me know what you want to see next, and I'll see you guys next time.